Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next topic, that is a non-deterministic finite automata, guys. Okay, so in the last few lectures, we discussed in detail about a deterministic finite automata, right? Yes. Okay, so now in this lecture, we are going to start the second part, that is a non-deterministic finite automata, guys. Okay, so if you recall, I just gave you an overview about this non-deterministic finite automata, right? Yes. So from a state Q node, if we are having a multiple options for a single symbol, so that is a nothing but a non-determinism when it comes to finite automata, right? Yes. So non-determinism means choice of moving for an automation, no unique path. So if you are not having a unique path from a node, so assume in that, so in terms of, sometimes I might be using node instead of state, guys. Okay. Yes. So assume that we are at a Q node. So now if input is A, where should we go, guys? So there is an option to Q1 or Q2. So that is the confusion, right? Yes. So this confusion is introduced by this non-deterministic finite automata. Okay. So this is what we call it as a non-determinism. Okay. So cannot be implemented. So this thing, can our system implement it, guys? So if I say to system that from Q not go use A, so it will say that where the hell should I go? I'm having two options. So in that way it will be talking, right? Yes, it will be getting angry on us because it doesn't know where to go, right? Yes. So that is the reason why these type of systems cannot be executed by our CPU. So why then your question will be, why do we design them then? So there could be some questions for which directly designing a DFA might be tough, right? So for those type of questions, we use this non-determinism, and then we will convert this NDFA to DFA. Okay, so we'll be discussing about that conversion, I think, in the next lecture most probably. Okay, yes. So don't worry, you understood, right? So the concept why we are learning this, yes. So to be clear, here also we are going to have the same 5 tuples, guys. To be clear, the only change here is, so previously here we are having only one state, right? So if from a Q node, if A is a given, I can go only to one state Q1, but now I can go to Q1 as well as Q2, right? So that is the reason why it becomes a 2 power Q. Okay. Yes. So rest of the symbols are same. Yes. Q is nothing but the finite set of states. Sigma is nothing but the input symbols. Sigma is nothing but our transition function. So Q naught is nothing but our, sorry, delta is our, so Q naught is nothing but our initial state, and F is nothing but our final state. So now everyone got a clear idea, right? Yes. And to be clear, this is a standard statement, guys. So every DFA is NFA, guys. Okay. Every minimal DFA is a DFA as well as NFA. Got it? Yes. So every NFA can be translated to equivalent DFA. Okay. So the only thing with respect to epsilon NFA. So if you recall, I talked about non-deterministic finite automata with epsilon, right? So for non-determinism, if you just add one more transition epsilon, that is nothing but a non-deterministic finite automata. Anyway, we'll be having a dedicated lecture for that. So don't worry, guys. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now your question might be, when will be a string be accepted? So when once you reach the final state, you can accept it, right? Yes. So now let us take some small examples, guys. So I think most probably I'll be taking the same examples which we have covered in our DFAs, right? Yes. So let us start. So assume the first given question is starting with ABA. So if we want to start with ABA, what we did, guys? So previously we used to do A, B and A, right? Yes. So when we are working with the non-determinism, so there is a no mandatory rule that every link should be connected. So previously, if you recall, once we draw this, we used to do all the looping things and all those things, right? So to be clear, when you are working with non-deterministic finite automata, so this is the answer, guys. So for ABA, it is ABA, that's it. So it's going to accept only ABA string, right? Yes. Okay, sorry, my bad. After that, it could be anything, right? So A comma B. So any other string, it's going to reject. It knows that, guys. Okay. Yes. So now you understood, right? So how exactly we have drawn it? Yes. So ABA means ABA and this. So basically, I did not draw a transition for B. Here I did not draw a transition for A. Here I did not draw a transition for B indirectly, right? Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to, right? This, right? Yes. Okay. And similarly, in the similar way, we can write for ending with the BAB, right? So instead of ABA, write BAB. That's it, right? Yes. Okay. Yes. So now moving on to the next thing, that is, assume the given question is a starting and ending with A and B. So if it is started with A, it should end with A. If it started with B, and it should end with B. So in that way, assume the given question is. So if it is in that way, so Q0 and Q1. Okay, so basically if it is a single A or single B, I should accept it. So I will directly pass it here. Okay, and the other case will be, so if it is A, so A, B, A, these cases I should cover, right? So A, so Q1, Q2, A, okay, double B, let us cover here, double B. So basically if something comes in between, so A, B, A, in that way, so everything should be covered, A comma B here, and similarly A comma B here. So now I think now you understood, right? So how much this thing is powerful. So to be clear, if you want me to show the original DFA, so if you give me 1 minute, sorry, 1 second, I will just find it, guys. Okay, so this is a starting with A, and this is the combination of both, guys. So starting with A and ending with A, starting with B and ending with B. So this is the non-deterministic. I think it took around 2 to 3 minutes. Now it took around 1 minute, right? Yes. So that is the advantage here. So these diagrams will be really easy, guys, and we can draw these diagrams for everyone, right? Yes. Okay. Is there any other diagram? Okay. So I think now you understood, right? So how we are exactly working with this non-determinism, or you want one more example? So let me take one. So I think anything which I take, it will take around 1 minute, guys, maximum. That's it, right? So if the substring is ABA, I will write A, B, A. This will be the final state. Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. So now what? So I'm saying substring ABA. So in between, so previously it should be anything, and at the end it could be anything. In between I need ABA. That's it. So that's the answer. So now most of the students, when I'm explaining in this way, most of the students might get one basic doubt, guys. So they will think that, so if the string is in this way, so now ABA. So assume that this is the input. So now most of the students will be like, I will start here, I will not even go forward. Here I am having AB loop, so I will roam here only, and I will end here, and I will say that thing is rejected. So I am 100% agreeing that the method which you did is correct, but the thing that you should remember with respect to this non-determinism is you can never expect the thing, guys. So you took in that way, right? So what I will do is, for A I will go in this way, for AB I will go here, and I will say that it has been accepted. So the example or the method which you followed is wrong, guys. So that's what I want to say. So the method which I followed, so basically I want to end with ABA. So I will maximum try to do it, right? So that is the reason why I looped first and then I went to the path. So in the same way, DFA will work. Sorry, NDFA, non-deterministic finite automata, will work. So to be clear, if you ask me how will a machine know? So basically, are we going to give this as an input to machine? The answer is no. We are going to convert this into DFA before giving it to the machine. So machine is not confusing. We humans are getting confused. So that is the reason why check both the cases. If any one of the case it is following, it is passing, it will pass. That's it. Okay. Yes. So now you understood, right? So why I am saying that it knows, the computer knows. In that way you can assume. Okay. Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea, and now everyone's doubt is okay. So we agree with you, but now show us how we are going to convert this non-deterministic finite automata into DFA, right? Yes, I know everyone is having that question only, right? Yes. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about that only, guys. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture and discuss the conversion. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.